It's crazy. I'm loving it, living the American life, trying to do it. It's crazy, So I had to learn how to drive out here, which was fun. To get a car, obviously, which I just almost couldn't get. You have to fill out forms, and then they want your credits. And in America, credits is very important. I don't understand the concept. I'm in the car dealership, and there's this Asian gentleman helping me. We're going through the forms, and he says, "So how long have you lived in America for?" I said, I haven't lived here for long. He said, "Oh, this not good for you. This not good for you." I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "No, you cannot lease car in America unless you've been here a long time, because then you don't have credit, okay? You don't." I said, "Well, I've got the money to pay for it." He said, "Yeah, that's not the point, okay? That's not the point. In America, okay, in this country, we want credit, okay? Our country focus on credit. If you got good credit, you can buy anything. We don't care about money. We want credit." I said, "Well, credit is the assumption that you can pay back the money." He's like, no, that don't count here, okay? In our country, you have good credit, you can buy anything, okay? You got good credit. He's like, our country. And I was like, look, I hate to be rude, but when you say our country, do you mean our because you live here now, or our because the Chinese own it? And he was like, it's a bit of both, okay? Yeah. But no credit for you, no car. Okay, goodbye. I had to just buy myself a car, this horrible thing, drive around. And that's the worst thing, driving in America, wow. On the other side of the road, you feel like a rebel, until you see the other cars coming, and then it's not so much fun. You know how many times I did that, just going to the wrong side? And don't trust movies. It's not easy to do that whole thing. No, people don't just drive and they stop. They just look at you and go, "What are you doing?" In the movies, you drive past. "What are you doing?" Aren't you supposed to know? They don't drive. They just wait for you to turn around, and the street is so small. You're doing one of those turns, just watching them in your shame, just like it's horrible. I had to practice for months. It was the worst. I remember I drove into a street once. I thought I'd learned. It had been months. I'd been doing it well. And then I turned into the wrong way. And I saw this little old Asian lady driving towards me. And I was like, no! And there was nobody else. So I swerved the car around. I was like, whoa! I was like, yeah! Hero! And I drove, and there were 50 cars coming this way. And I was like, you bitch! And I told my friend the story. I told him this. I was like, "Oh, this is what happened." And he was like, "Oh, that's so funny, man. That's so funny." And he's like, "Who was driving the car?" I said, "A little old Asian lady." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, you can't say that, man. You can't say that." I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, you can't say she's Asian." I said, "Why not?" He's like, "Yeah, because that's racist." I said, "What, that she's Asian?" He's like, nah, if she's a bad driver and you say she's Asian, that's racist. I said, "So let me get this straight. Asians are not allowed to be called bad drivers? Is this not racism in itself? Everyone else is allowed the world of bad drivers. But if I'm driving on the freeway behind an Asian person and they're swerving around, and I go, 'This bad driver, you drive like crap.' And I pull up next to them, I'm like, 'Oh, no, sorry. You're not a bad driver. You're just Asian. I'm sorry.'" Not racism in itself. It's madness. So now what I had to do was get around using a GPS, Decided to get one of those. First, I tried to be a cheapskate. I thought, get a phone with a GPS. That was a horrible mistake. Bought myself one of those iPhones with Siri. Your assistant, she talks to you. She listens to you. If you're American, she doesn't understand one word I say. I don't understand why. I speak English, and they're talking to her. Doom, doom. She's like, "What do you need?" I'm like, "Siri, please call Peter." "You want pizza?" No, cancel. "Siri, I need pizza." "You want pizza?" "No, Siri, I want pizza, not pizza." "You want pizza?" No, Siri, what's going on here?" "You want to, Peter, Siri, Peter, Siri. You're not making sense. Siri, are you having an attitude with me?" You tell me. I don't know what the hell is going on here. "Siri, just listen to me." I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Siri, just, bitch. Dialing mom. What the hell? This is horrible. I had to buckle down and buy myself a real GPS to get me around, which has been working like a charm. If you don't have a GPS, you get yourself one. It's the best thing you'll ever do. Just don't make the mistake I made and buy it from Craigslist. I bought one off Craigslist, and the guy who sold it to me didn't tell me that it was a Spanish language GPS, which was not so good. I didn't understand anything she says. Look, I still get around because the arrows are in English, thank God. But otherwise, it was just horrible. And I hated it the first few days, and then I fell in love with her. She's just, you know, I don't understand why more Americans don't speak Spanish. It's such a sexy language. I'm sitting there, and like all the men in here, you want to feel like a man, you get yourself a Spanish GPS. Oh no, you don't understand. Traffic never sounded sexy. It's just like, I just punch in random destinations and she guides me around. She's like, dum dum. Sigue to que para conocí. En 200 metros sería la de la cha. And I'm just like, oh shucks, Tom Tom. You say that all the time. This is sexy, you know? She guides me around. It's beautiful. I love that. I'm going to learn Spanish because of that. Spanish has gone up my list. I had a few languages in Spanish. Spanish was like 6th language. I spoke 4 languages in South Africa. And then the 5th language was going to be Japanese. And then Spanish was, but now Spanish has gone up. Japanese I've had to pause because of the earthquake. There's not that many of them traveling now. So it's sad. There's no one now. Just like walk around the streets, just, you know. But Spanish has gone up. Because I was getting good at Japanese, don't get me wrong. I was getting really good. You know, I could say, and it's a great language. It's powerful. Because you speak Japanese from your chest. It makes you feel strong. Hey there. Yeah, very strong. Whereas English you speak from the head and the chest. You know, do you know what I mean? You speak it head and chest. You wouldn't know this. You wouldn't know this if you listen to many coastal girls in America. Like I've been in places like California where women insist on speaking English from their nose, which is not the correct. Yeah, like, oh my God, are you guys gonna like do this? And I was like there with Tiffany, and we were talking, and that's not the right way. You're not using your lungs. I know this because when I choked her, she sounded exactly the same. Jesus. Then she's like, oh my God, you're like totally choking me right now, and I can't breathe, and this is so not on. I am so gonna tweet about this. This is like the worst thing ever. Oh, I am so dying. OMG. You know, it's horrible. Whereas Japanese is strong. Japanese, you speak from the chest, you know. A lot of the Americans are learning Chinese, I've seen. You know, Chinese. I see people say, you gotta learn Chinese. They're taking over. Chinese. Ni hao ma. Shi xing ni. Chinese. It's too late. It's too late to learn Chinese. It's over. No, it's true. It's true because it's also one of the hardest languages in the world. I mean, how do you learn Chinese now? Just, you know, they've got over 10,000 characters in the alphabet. You know this? 10,000 characters. We've got 26 in English, and there's still people going, what comes after Q? 26. This is, you know, 10,000 they've got. That's super smart. Although they must have the worst Sesame Street in the world. It must suck being a Muppet in that country. I can just see them on a Monday morning singing to the kids. 5 years later, it's just horrible. You know, recently because of my job on The Daily Show, I got invited to very prestigious events. You know, I've started getting invited to very, very fancy functions. Functions I would have never been invited to before. You know, recently I got invited to my uncle's wedding. Never knew me before this. And before that, I got invited to an event in New York called the Met Gala, right? A very prestigious event, yeah, where 500 people are gathered together, different personalities from all walks of life come together, you know, actors, singers, painters, musicians, everyone. And you spend a night dressed very nicely, looking at history and art. Just walk around, smiling, looking sophisticated. Yeah, and it's so exclusive that they tell you exactly what you're going to be wearing at the event, right? So they're not dress code,
exactly what you wear. So I got phoned. They said, Trevor, we'd like to invite you to the Met Gala. I was like, wow, okay. And they said, and you will be wearing a Ralph Lauren suit. And I was like, oh okay, how much is Ralph Lauren? But they were like, no, we provide it for you. Ralph Lauren is going to be giving you the suit. And I was like, wow, I get to go to the Ralph Lauren store and pick up a suit for myself. They're like, no, the man, Ralph Lauren, is going to give you a suit. Do you know how mind-blowing that is? To meet the man whose name is on your clothing. That was just crazy. Like, that's never happened to me. I've never had the opportunity to meet the person whose name is on my clothing. I've never had the chance to say, pleasure to meet you, Mr. Price. Like, this is a new world for me. Here I am wearing his suit, invited to the Met Gala. And they tell you it's going to be a fun affair, you're going to have a great time. You get there, you eat with some people, you talk, you laugh, you walk the red carpet, which sounds like fun. You know, red carpets sound like fun. Walk down a carpet, people take pictures of you. Yeah, it's a lot more stress than it seems. Because you have to look perfect. I didn't know this. Like, you have to look perfect all the time. So, and they're so strict about it that they have a tent at the beginning of the red carpet that you don't see on TV. And in that tent, they prepare everybody. All the celebrities stand in the tent together, and then they make sure everyone's dress is perfect, everyone's hair, nothing is crumpled up, nothing, you know, and you stand there, and everyone's there together, which is really cool because you see all the celebrities like getting dressed basically, and you know everyone. They don't know you, but you know all of them. So like you're there, you're just looking at people, and people are very nice. You're like, hey, how are you? It's like, oh, hi, I'm Trevor. Trevor, nice to meet you. It's like, oh, Beyonce. You're like, yeah. Come on. Yeah, I know you from my bedroom wall. I know you. But you can't say that. You see, because you gotta look cool. You know, you gotta look like you belong. So now you're meeting people that you know, but you gotta act like you don't know them, which makes you look like a jackass. Because now I'm there like, Trevor, Beyonce? Beyonce, did I say it? Beyonce? Nice to meet you, Beyonce. Pleasure. Oh, and this, yeah? Oh, JZ, nice to meet you, sir. Yes. You just look like an idiot. So I'm standing there getting ready with everyone. And then there's a guy who basically tells each person to walk out one at a time. Each celebrity, you walk out onto the red carpet. And there's 3 stations on the red carpet. When you walk out, the first section is American photographers. They take pictures for all of their magazines and newspapers. When they're done with you, you move down to the second section. That's the European photographers. They do the same thing for their magazines. And then you move to the last section, Asian photographers, Japan, China, that region. They take pictures, and then you walk into the event. So you walk to each one. They tell you to smile. Don't smile too much. Closes your eyes. Don't not smile. Makes you look angry. And pose with your body and your head. Pose, body, and head. Because some people make a mistake and then turn. Don't do that. Turn everything at the same time. Everything. So I'm ready. I'm like, I can do this. You know, so I'm in the tent with all the celebrities, and the guy's calling people out, lets them out one by one, because they don't want 2 people in the same shot. They don't want Beyonce there and then me in the background, like, you know? So the guy's like, okay, we're ready, guys. Look, we're ready. Rihanna, let's get Rihanna out. Rihanna, come on. How are you? Good to see you. Come on through. And so Rihanna walks out, you know. Anne Hathaway. Anne, how are you? Come on, Anne. Good to see you. Go on. Yeah. And then it's my turn. The guy's like, you. Yeah, you. Come on, let's go. Come on. I'm like, me, okay, me. He's like, you ready? I was like, I'm ready. He's like, okay, go on. And I stepped out, and immediately when I got out, I realized I wasn't ready. I was not ready at all. I was not ready. And I've never seen that many flashes in my entire life. You step out, and it seems like every camera in the world is flashing at the same time. All of them screaming. It's like, it's just bright. It looks like someone threw a teaspoon in a microwave. It's going crazy. It's like, and everyone's screaming your name. Trevor, over here. Trevor. Now you're trying to find them. You look like a madman with voices in your head. You're Trevor. You're like, yeah, speak to me, Jesus. You're trying to fight. You don't know where the thing is coming from. You're like, come on, Trevor. And then one guy throws me off in the middle of it. He's like, Trevor, give us a pose. And I'm like, a pose? He's like, yeah, pose. I'm like, nah, I don't know how to pose. I've never thought of posing. No one told me. So now, like, I don't know what posing is. I've never practiced posing. And then the guy's pose. I'm like, I don't know what's a pose? He's like, come on, something sexy. I'm like, sexy? I don't even know what's sexy because I've never practiced. And when I read magazines, I go straight to the women's section. Like, I don't look at the men. I don't see how they posing. I look at J-Lo and Kim Kardashian. So he's like, sexy. I'm like, sexy. So I just go to what I know. I'm just standing there. I was like, what the hell? Okay, stop that. Okay, that's good. Okay, go on. Good job. And I was like, okay, that was stressful. So I moved down to the European section. I'm getting there. I'm still stressed. The bright lights have got my eyes going. The next guys are there like, okay, Trevor, are you ready? I'm like, I'm ready. He's like, okay, all right, over here, Trevor. Some guys didn't know my name though. I could hear that. Because one guy said Trevor, another guy said Trevor, then other guys were just like, Trevor. Yeah. But it's sort of like with a dog. Like a dog doesn't really know its name. Like if your dog's name is Spotty and you go Spotty, it's like, huh? So I did the same thing. So, they were like, Trevor. I'm sure there was one guy who hated me and he was like, never! And I was like, I didn't care. I was in the mix. I was posing. I was sexy. I was doing my thing. I was loving it. And the guy's like, okay, good job. Go on. And I walked down and I went to the Asian section. And I stood there and all the photographers were ready. And then they just looked at me. It was... I don't think you guys like... It was the weirdest, because it was like flashing, snapping, flashing, screaming, flashing, snapping, screaming, flashing, snapping, silence. I got there, and they just looked at me. And then they looked at each other, and they looked back at me. They looked at me the way you look at food that's just arrived at your table, but no one has ordered it. That's the way they looked at me. Like they were waiting for the menu, like for the waiter to come and be like, sorry, we didn't order. Did you order? Who ordered? No, we didn't order this. We ordered celebrities. We don't know what that is. No, we don't know. We didn't order. That's how they're looking at. Now I'm standing there. I'm already posing because I've been taught to do, now I'm there doing nothing's getting them. Even these ones, nothing's working. They're just looking at me. And then, I don't know why, like I panicked because I was embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie, I was embarrassed. No one's taking a picture. No one told me what to do if they don't take a picture. So instead of just walking away, I started making the sounds with my mouth. Just a defense mechanism, I guess. So I panicked, and then in the silence, I was just like, Trevor. And now they're just looking at me like, Trevor, good job. And I was like, nah. Jacob Zuma is the coolest president ever. I love that guy. The most rock and roll president for the most rock and roll country in the world. Going there, yeah. Don't tell us anymore, we know now, yeah. We're a country of first, and we don't look at our blessings in this country. We love to complain. Oh, the corruption and the crime and all of this. We don't even look at when crime does go down. We don't celebrate. But that's not enough. And Zuma does something good, like actually firing people who don't work. But that's not enough. You should fire them all. And we just go and we get crazy about it. We complain. We don't look at the natural blessings that God has given us. Like, we got a bloodless revolution that we went through, which was amazing. I still, to this day, am proud of that. The fact that we don't get any natural disasters in this country, do we? No. No earthquakes, no tsunamis, no typhoons or hurricanes or none of that. We get none of that. But I bet there's still some idiot out there going, that's how behind we are. We don't even get natural disasters like the rest of the world. Africa. We're the coolest country in the world. Only country in the world that has 11 official languages. Only country. It's a testament to who we are. Only country that has multiple languages in their national anthem. Imagine that. No one else can claim that. Which is amazing. Shows how diverse we are. Also means we're the only country in the world where 99% of the population doesn't know what their anthem means. But still. Oh, you laugh, but it's true. We don't. We don't, like no one here. 99% of the population does not know what the anthem means. You see it when you watch people when they sing, when they try to sing it. You see it in their eyes. Let me show you. Like you said, that was a guilty look. White guy here was like, yeah. Yeah, I've seen people. And it's not easy. It's not easy. The languages aren't easy, Nkosi sikelele Africa. Do you know what it means, sir? Do you know what it means? God bless Africa. Yes, that's right. And then the next part, what does that mean? See, I love that. Young white guy's got nose. He's like, no, I don't know actually. Old guys are touchy. They're like, of course I know what it means. God bless Africa. Yeah. Like, and the next part, yeah, God bless Africa. Yeah, and the next part, bless it some more, buddy. They sing it, but you don't know what it means. It's simple in the beginning. Nkosi sikelele Africa. Everyone knows that bit. It gets a bit harder, Maluphakanyiswa uphondo lwayo. I think it's very difficult in the second verse for some. Yeah, it gets quiet just like that. People don't know what's going on. And yet you sing. I've seen white people sing the anthem. It's always fun to watch. You don't sing it, you just like mumble through it, hoping no one will notice. You start off very confident though. Come out there, dun 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 dun. Kosi sigeleli Africa. Malinsu Mbelwayo. Kosi sigelela Tina le swap Munina Kandan Chambam and Si Chabasa. Yeah, have you noticed how the volume always goes up there? Always. It's almost like someone's standing behind the country with a huge volume knob. Ah! Always, especially at rugby games, I've noticed this. The volume always goes up at that point. Because before that, all these Afrikaans guys aren't singing along. They just act like they've dropped their buggy keys. Those crafty Dutchmen. I've watched them. Song will start, everyone will be there. Dun 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 dun. Koshi oh kayenya. Oh, si Chabasa. Yes, come on, Frankie. Si Chabasa. Cornelius, on song now. South Africa, South Africa. Then they lose their minds. Hey, to blow van ons. Yeah, man. Hey, die van ons. Yeah. Hoe like it, Steve? Yeah, lose their minds. The whole beginning bit, no one knew what they were singing. I don't understand. And some people have learned it phonetically, which I commend you on, but you still don't understand what the song is about. Like the rugby team, they were forced to learn it, and they have learned it, but they still don't know what it means. You'll see them when they sing, because Saru forced them. South African Rugby Union, they came out and they said, it is a disgrace to see a national team that does not even know how to sing their national anthem. If you want to play rugby for your country, you must learn the words. She said, no, but we don't speak. Hey, do you want to play rugby? Yes, then learn the words. Okay. And they learn them. And they show you they've learned them, you know? Because when the camera comes over them, if you look at Bafana, they're the most chilled out guys in the world when they sing the anthem. They do a million things at once. Shirts are there, they're all chilled out. They're there, camera coming there. These guys are chilled. The rugby guys show you that they've learned. The camera will come on Bucky's and Victor and all of them. They'll be there. They're not holding each other. They're holding each other back. But they still don't know what the song means, which is very dangerous in my opinion. It really is. Because you're singing a song. It's not just a song. It's an anthem. It's a pledge. It's a promise. You put your hand on your heart. And you're promising something, but you don't know what that promise is. It's very dangerous. For all you know, the whole song could be about killing you. You laugh, but you've seen how happy black people get when they sing. Huh? How do you know while you mumbling what we actually singing is, when Mandela dies, we're going to kill them. Oh, we're going to kill you. Oh, we'll kill you. Yeah, you laugh. But if you listen carefully, there's a part in the song where they go, yes, you, and then we're on South Africa. But you don't know. Every woman in this room has a trick that works on every man. And right now I know a lot of the women like, shut up, Trevor, shut up, 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 shut up. It's a beautiful, subtle technique. Yeah. You'll be out having lunch or something, and some guy will come up to the table, he's buff, works out, looks really good. He's like, oh my God, Michelle? Michelle? It's like, oh, Justin? Oh my God, wow, how are you? And they're like, who the hell is Justin? What's going on? He's like, this is crazy, I can't believe this, twice in 2 weeks? And they're like, twice? When was once? Who is this? I know, oh my God, oh, how are you? I'm doing good, man, we gotta catch up sometime. We gotta talk about college. I was thinking about it the other day. We were so crazy in college. You remember that night? You remember that night? And you're like, you went to college? What's going on here? She can feel your ego slowly withering like a raisin in the sun. And she won't look at you. She won't make anything big out of it. She'll continue the conversation, but they'll gently just put their hand on your thigh and then just start rubbing it. She'll carry on like nothing's happening. I know, those were crazy. I mean, I was a cheerleader. I mean, what are you gonna do, It's just one of those. And then the hand is there going, shh, 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 shh. It's okay, it's okay. I come from a family that laughs at everything. It's just who we are. Some people think we're crazy. We know we're crazy, but that's how we roll, Yeah, we laugh at everything. Case in point. 3 years ago, my mother was shot, right? She was shot twice. Once in the ass. Right? Oh yeah, funny now. Yeah, funny now. You guys are picturing like ass bullets or something. Just like, pshoo, pshoo, pshoo. Funny now. She was shot in the ass and she was shot in the head. Oh yeah, it got serious. And it was a Sunday morning. I was in bed, still asleep. It was early in the morning, maybe like 9 or 10 o'clock. And the phone rings. And it's my baby brother using my mom's phone. His name's Isaac, he's 9 years old. So I answer the phone, like, hello? Hello, Trevor? I say, hey, Isaac, what do you want? How are you? I'm fine, thanks. I'm also fine, thank you. I'm fine, thanks, and how are you, Isaac? I'm fine, thanks, and how are you? I'm fine, thank you. It's a pleasure. Trevor, are you busy? Yeah, sort of. Why? No, because Mom's been shot. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, Mom's been shot and we're at the hospital. Can you come? Mom's been shot. Okay, what do you mean? Okay, yeah, of course I can come. Okay, which hospital? Tell me that. And he tells me the hospital. I dropped off. Okay, can you come? Like, he's too polite for his own good. He's too, like, can you come? Like, what, I'm gonna have to slot shot Mom into my schedule? Just find, coffee at 2 and then PlayStation at 1. Okay, Mom, we'll try. Come on, can I come? Of course I can come. I'm panicking. I jump out of bed, I'm running around, I'm trying to put my clothes on, some things are backwards, I don't even notice, I don't even care. Grab the car keys, but I'm looking for the car keys, running around there, losing my mind. I jump into the car, into the streets. As soon as I get out the gate, the tears start coming out. You can't even control it. You're just there driving, all of a sudden, it's just... I'm driving, I'm trying to hold it back, but then I get to the traffic lights, the robot is red, and I just let it out. It just comes out. No, don't watch my window, no. No, hey, no, no, And there I am, driving to the hospital like a madman. I get there, jump out the car. My brother's standing there, the emergency section. I see him outside. He's just standing like nothing happened, looking around. I go, Isaac, what happened? He's like, Mom's getting shot. She's inside. So I'm like, okay, are you okay? He's like, Mom was shot, not me. No, that's not what I'm saying, you idiot. Whatever, I'm coming back. So I run inside. My mom's in the prep area. All the doctors are standing around her. There's blood everywhere. I'm looking at the doctors. And just by the way, doctors are not as good looking as they are on those TV shows, eh? No, like they set the bar really high. Because I was shocked. I ran and I was like, what the hell's... Sorry, that was inappropriate. What's happening here, guys? They're like, sir, you need to leave. I said I was sorry. Come on, that's what's happening. Like, no, sir, you can't be here. Please leave, please. I'm like, oh, whatever, okay. So I go outside. The nurse comes to me. She's like, Mr. Noah? I said, yes. Okay, Mr. Noah, we've got your wife stabilized right now. And I said, my wife? She says, yes, that's Mrs. Noah, right? Yes, that's my mom. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought, why would you think she's, come on, hold on. You think I would, she's cool, but like, have you seen the girls? I should show you the pictures. Oh, well, I'll show you the pictures afterwards. What's going on? She's like, okay, Mr. Noah, your mom's just been stabilized and we're going to have to start thinking about surgery. She's been shot in the head and she's been shot in the lower buttocks region. This is a very serious thing. I'm like, yes, it is. Okay, so what's happening? Well, we just found out that she doesn't have medical aid. So what? She says, yeah, she doesn't have medical aid. Now, my mom always had medical aid, always. But now it turns out she canceled it a few years ago. I didn't know this. She canceled it because she never gets sick. You know those people? I just never get sick. I never get sick, Trevor. I never, ever, ever get sick. I don't know why I have this. I never get sick. Yes, but you didn't think of bullets. Now she's in the hospital, no medical aid. So I said to the nurse, well, what does this mean? She says, well, Mr. No, it means we're going to have to put her back in the ambulance and send her to a public hospital. So, but she's bleeding now. You can't say. She says, I'm sorry, sir. That's all we can do. She has to go to a public hospital. Now I'm panicking. Public hospital, normally a good place to go. Normally, But now what's happening is there's just misadministration of funds. Like money's going missing. You don't know what's happening. They don't have the right equipment. Now I'm picturing guys trying to fix my mom. There's the doctor. Give me a scalpel. We got a spare now. Okay, bring it. At least it's a shifting. Okay, let's try something. I'm stressed. So I say, well, what do we do without medical aid? She says, well, there's nothing, sir. I said, well, what if I give you the money? She says, well, you don't know how much it'll cost, so you can't, unless you give us your card, and then we just work from there. So we'll take my card. Here's my credit card. She goes, sir, it can get very expensive. I said, this is my mom. This is my mom. Use the money. Go. She goes, like, you can tell me it's expensive. This is my mother we're talking about, I realized through all of this, I've just neglected my brother. He's been standing there the whole time with these big eyes. So I'm like, hey, Isaac. Hey, Isaac. What's on your mind, man? You okay, big boy? He's like, Trevor? Yes. Hey. Can I come to your house and play PlayStation later today? How are you going to ask me about PlayStation? Your mom has just been shot. You can't be asking me about what the hell is wrong with you, stupid child. You know what? You're never going to play PlayStation ever again. Ever. No PlayStation for you ever in your life. Ever. Go away. Go sit down and think about what you just... PlayStation you're going to ask me. How the hell is going to ask me about PlayStation? The nurse comes back. She goes, okay, Mr. Noah, we just used 900 Rand for some blood tests. I'm like, okay, why are you telling me this? Yeah, because it's 900. This is my mom. Use the money. Go. She goes away. I'm like, 900 Rand. How are you going to tell me about that? She comes back again. She's like, Mr. Noah, we need 2,000 Rand for some x-rays. This is my mom, not a pair of jeans. Use the money. Go. She goes away. I'm like, my mom's going to die. Asking me questions here. Busy asking me, my mom's going to die. My mom's going to die. That's all I'm saying. And I say it. My brother hears me. He starts crying. I'm like, Isaac, I'm sorry. Are you okay? He says, I'm not okay. You said I'm never going to play PlayStation ever in my life. And I want to play Need for Speed, and now I can't play PlayStation. I'm like, you still crying about play? You have no right to cry. You hear me? You shut up. Stop crying. You can't cry about this. You shut up. Now some woman comes out. She knows my mom's been shot. Now she thinks I'm telling my brother not to cry about my mom. She just gets involved. She's like, hey, you let him cry, okay? You let him cry. Some people express their pain in different ways. You let him cry. I'm like, I will not let him cry, lady. I will not let him cry. Many kids grow up without one, okay? It's just none of it's fine. Like, you should go play in the park or something. It's not a time to cry right now. What the hell? You spoil your kids. That's your problem. You should take it away from them so that they can learn about life. You both shut up. All of you, shut up. I'm telling them this. The nurse comes back. She goes, Mr. Noah, we're ready for surgery. I'm like, so do the surgery. She says, yeah, but sir, this could get very expensive. ICU and surgery is very expensive. I'm like, lady, what is expensive? This is my mother. She says, so well, anyway, from like 20,000 Rand. This is my mom, all the way to like 500,000 Rand. Yo, but she's lived, eh? She's like, what, 56, 57? It's almost finished. Even she says she's old. And you said the bullets in the head, and head, it's finished. Yeah, because now we need to pay for the funeral, and we need to buy scones for everybody, and this guy needs a PlayStation, So, I don't know if... She's like, sir, we need the go-ahead, otherwise we can't do anything. I said, okay, well, use the card, just use the card. We'll handle the debts. She goes away. I'm stressed. Because I've seen this happen to people. Go into a hospital, you don't have enough money, use your credit card, next thing you're in debt for years, and the person could die. Yeah, the person dies. And when they die, the doctor doesn't give you your money back. No. No, he doesn't. Yeah, because he tried, and that's all he has to do. You'll get there and be like, doctor, did you win? Be like, wah, wah. And your money's gone. That's all I was stressed about. But the most amazing thing happened. Turns out, my mother wasn't that badly hurt. It was a miracle, really. The ass bullets didn't do much damage, because my family's gifted. The head bullets didn't hit anything vital, yeah? Other than the head, obviously. But it missed her spinal cord, missed the nerves, didn't touch the brain, went right through, missed the eye, hit the eye socket, and so deflected, and all it did was it cut a piece of her nostril off, just one side, and the bullet went out clean, which means she didn't have to go in for intensive surgery, and her recovery was only a week. Yeah, a week, which was fantastic, because that means the bill was only 24,000 rand. I mean, and she's alive, yes, but the bill was only 24,000 rand. This is great, really great, because 25 was my cutoff. So, you laugh, but that's how much I've calculated I'm willing to pay my mom back for all the ultra milk custard I've consumed in my life. Everything else, none of my business, eh? Food, clothes, schooling, all of that stuff, I'm not paying. I hate it when parents say that to their kids. You know how hard I have to work for your bloody school and your clothes? I didn't ask to be born. That's your job. Please. You handle that. I asked for the ultramel. We can keep a tab. Don't involve me in your things. That's what I calculate, 25,000. Yeah, I would have been there. 24,750. I would have been there at the doctor. Eta. It's fine, my man. No, stop. No, you tried. You tried, man. It's cool. No, you tried. No, just switch off there. Switch off. How much? 250 left. Yeah, we'll pour petrol or something. It's fine. Just switch off there. You tried. Yeah. It was fantastic. I told my mom about the 25. She laughed. She didn't know I was serious. And to show you what a crazy family we have, my mom's in the recovery ward. She's got those tubes in her and everything, and the IV, and and my brother's in the corner bored out of his mind, and my grandmother's in the other corner reading the Bible, and I'm holding my mom's hand and I'm crying, still crying. This is a week later, I'm still crying. I've been crying the whole week, but I've also been using this time to cry for other things in my life. No, because as a man, you need to know when to cry. You loop it all together and you just cry at one time. It's like we cry in bulk. You gotta understand, you cry. You don't just cry one. Cry in bulk. Yeah. So I'm crying for everything. And my mom looks at me and she goes, shh, Trevor, shh, don't cry, baby. I said, no, Mom, I'm gonna cry. You're shot in the head. And she says, no. Look on the bright side. I said, what bright side? She says, no, at least now because of my nose, you're officially the best looking person in the family. I was like, oh, by default. Well, we laughed about it. It's painful, but you have to, Otherwise, you go crazy. And it was a weird time in the hospital, I won't lie. I go there every day to visit my mom. Some people didn't know when to just let a hospital be a hospital. I'd meet some people who were fans, bless them, but they didn't know how to hold it in. Some people, I'd be there with my mom. People would pop into the ward like, Trevor, can I take a photo? No. Oh, why? My mom is shot in the head. Oh, okay. The worst incident, I go down to the pharmacy one day. I have to buy pain medication for my mother. So I get there with the script. The woman's behind the counter. She's like, hi, sir, can I help you with anything? I said, yes, I need to fill this prescription, please. She goes, okay, sir, let me just check there. That's for Mrs. Noah? I said, yes. Okay, dear, hold on, miss. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We don't have any stock there. So what do you mean, no stock? She says, yeah, we got nothing of that medicine. She says, okay, well, when are you getting more? Oh, we're not going to get for a few months, eh? There's a back order problem. Okay, so what do you... My mom, she needs the pain medication. She says, yeah, I'm sorry. Just joking. Hey, you should have seen your face, eh? I've also got jokes there, Trevor. I'm like, you got jokes? My mom is in pain. She's been shot. You got jokes? This is not the time, but what the hell? It's not funny, lady. This is too soon. This is not Africa. No, South Africa is not. This is Africa light, guys. Don't get it twisted. When I say Africa, I mean Africa, like Africa, Africa. No jokes. No white people. Nothing. Nothing. It's just you in the streets, Gerard. Just you. Just you. You see like one other white person, you get happy. Yeah. It's a reflection. I've started doing shows out there, Gerard, you know. Places like Namibia, fantastic. Botswana as well, beautiful. Wanted to go to Zimbabwe, but I skipped it. No, because I don't want to die. That's the only reason. You laugh, but I mean this, because you can't make jokes about Robert Mugabe in Zimbabwe. If you do this, then you get arrested and sent to prison for mocking the president, right? And so I know I would go there and I wouldn't be able to resist. Like, I'd just be like, hey, my style. And then I'm in jail. Which normally wouldn't be such a bad thing, because what would happen in an international incident like that is normally your president would just come there and then he would ask for you to be released and taken back to your country. That's all. But now, I don't know if that guy would come and fetch me. I can see him sending Mugabe the email now. It's fine, Bob. Keep him. So I'm not taking any chances. I did go to Zambia though. Fantastic place, Zambia. Went there, visited the place, had a good time. While I was there, I had a chaperone who really made my trip. His name was Ali Nani, a sweet guy. And his job was to get me accustomed to the Zambian culture, you know? And every day he would give me a new piece of information, some more interesting than others. Like one day he looks at me and he goes, Trevor, you know Zambia is a very, very conservative nation, huh? I said, oh, okay, Ali. He says, yeah. So please, stay away from profanity. I said, oh, okay, I can do that, you know? And I assumed he meant swearing, right? But I didn't say anything because I wasn't sure if he meant a person or swearing. I wasn't like, no, because in Zambia, people have names like profanity. So that's how I laughed when I met Screwdriver, eh? That's the same way I laughed. Yeah, because you see, in South Africa, we have African names you can translate, like happiness, blessing, hope, those kinds of names, right? But then in Zambia, people give their names, like their children, they give their children names of everyday English words, anything. So like table, chair, car, house. Yeah, you see like this, you just have to get used to it. It's very hard, but you have to keep a straight face. Which was difficult because I met a mechanic who had sons named Brake and Clutch. And that was not, especially when Brake was running around causing chaos. And his dad was there like, stop it, Brake, stop it, Brake, stop it, Brake. And I was like, hey, stop it, Brake. But you have to get used to it. It's a cultural thing, and so you have to respect it. And the second warning Ali gave me was even stranger. We're driving through Lusaka, the capital. And Ali looks over at me in the car and he goes, Trevor, you know here in Zambia, we are a very God-loving nation, eh? I said, oh, okay, Ali, that's a good thing to know. He says, yes. So while you are here, don't be gay. I said, what? He says, I know it can be tempting sometimes, but don't do it, huh? Don't be gay. Don't be gay? I've never been warned of this in my life. Don't be gay. Hey, bro, don't be gay. Don't be gay. Don't be gay. Crazy warning to get. But then I found out why Ali was warning me. Turns out in Zambia, being gay is illegal. If you are found to be gay, you will be arrested and sent to prison for more than 30 years. Yeah. Which is a bit of a weird punishment. When you think about it. I mean, I'm not saying gay guys would enjoy prison. I'm just saying if I was gay, that's not the worst thing you could do to me. You'd be like, you're going to jail. I'd be like, oh no. Don't be gay. I couldn't believe this. Gay is a crime in Zambia. Which got me thinking, if gay is a crime, that means the police have to monitor it. They actually have to police gay. Yeah. Which means in their police force, they have a gay division. It's a crime. It's a crime. So that means they've got a murder unit, they've got a robbery unit, they've got a white-collar crimes unit, and then they've got a gay unit. Huh? Yeah, they've got a little G unit in their police force that's responsible for all things gay. That must be the most fun police force to be in the world. You get to go undercover, dress up really nice, get in touch with your flamboyant side, just have a good time. I bet the sergeant's there every morning briefing his detectives. Good morning, detectives. Welcome, everybody. Today we will be launching a sting operation. We have just been informed of a fashion show that will be taking place. And as you know, the gays cannot resist the latest trends. Therefore, we will be in full attendance to apprehend each and every one of them. Let us make sure we are here. Detective Chipua, present. Detective Table, present. Detective Mungai, present. I think he's in too deep. How do you police gay? Do they stop you if you look suspiciously gay in the streets? I mean, gay doesn't have a look, but maybe you've just got a bounce about you. Maybe you just have like a bit of pizzazz. Maybe, Do the police pull up there and it's like, woo! You over there! What is the purpose of that flamboyant scarf? Put your hands up! Turn around! Don't tempt me! Don't tempt me! You're going to jail. How do you police gay? Do they have roadblocks, like for drunk driving? Do they have gay roadblocks? You're just stopping people in their car. Good evening, officer. Good evening, sir. License, please. Thank you very much. Mr. Stylish, huh? Tell me, sir, have you been gay this evening? What? Oh, no. I have not been gay. No. In fact, I don't gay at all. I see. Not even one or two? No. No gays for me. No gays for me. Okay. Then tell me, sir, what is that I can smell on your breath? Is that balls? No. I don't even eat chutney. No. So you are not gay? No, not gay at all. Then, sir, can you please blow into this? Don't be gay. I was not gay while I was in Zambia, so I had a good time. Went around, saw the people. The highlights of my trip came when on my day off, I asked Ali for suggestions. Ali said to me, maybe you should drive around Lusaka, meet some of the people, just have a good time. I said, Ali, I want to do something special. He said, okay, well, in that case, maybe you can go to the mall. And if you are lucky, maybe you can ride the escalators, huh? So what? Yeah, I'm not promising anything. But if you are early, maybe you can go once or twice. So escalators, I know, mind-blowing, huh? I thought he was messing with me. Until I found out people in Zambia go to the mall just to ride the escalators. Seems ridiculous till you understand the backstory. When we were in Zambia, there were only 5 public escalators. 5 in the whole country. The first escalator was built in August. Yeah. Not August 19. No. You guys remember August? August? You guys remember that? They built their first escalators ever. Yeah. And so now it's all the rage. People go to the mall just to ride escalators. Yeah. But now, I don't want you to picture like some dusty village. That's not what Zambia is. It's a beautiful place. They're developing just as we are. They've got roads, they've got airports, they've got beautiful hotels, stunning shopping malls. They've got everything we've got, even faster internet. They just never had escalators. And now they started building them. And because of that, people go there and they just spend a day riding escalators. Yeah. Dads will go home and fetch their kids. Children, we are going to the mall. To do what, Daddy? To do shopping. And to ride the escalators. Yay! We couldn't believe this, so we went to the mall, right? We get to the mall is empty. Escalators are packed. People are standing in lines, going around, doubling back on themselves. There's old people, young people, even couples. There were couples. Guys that actually picked up women by saying, I'm going to take you to the escalator, girl. Ooh, you are so fancy, eh? Escalators. Some people didn't even know how to ride the escalators. Kids were easy. They just jumped on. Old people would panic. There was one guy who got on the escalator and it was going up. And I guess to compensate for something in his mind, as it went up, he started leaning. He fell down. He was hurt so badly. Oh, it was fantastic to watch. We spent like 3 hours doing this, just watching people riding escalators. And you know what? Our patience paid off. Because in hour 3, the most fantastic thing happened. A school brought a class of children to the mall. And their excursion was just to ride the escalators. It was magic. 30 kids, about 5 years old, cutest things, wearing their little black and white uniforms. And they're standing there together holding hands, and they were so excited, so they're shining, you know, not from excitement, that Vaseline. And there's 2 teachers with the children, and they grab their hands on either end, and in a long train, they start to march through the mall. And as they do, they start singing at the top of their lungs like little angels. Escalator, 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 oh, escalator, escalator. And it was the sweetest thing ever. People are waving at them, smiling. And these kids see the escalators and they lost their minds. These kids went crazy. They're not holding hands. They start screaming and running around. It looked like a zombie movie or something. It's like they're jumping, but then you see the smiles on their faces. It looks like the end of Sarafina. You're like, what the hell's going on here? These kids are screaming and having the time. They're jumping around, doing cartwheels. The teacher can't control them. She's panicking, like, yeah, get back, 2 by 2, 2 by 2. 2 by 2 was one of the kids. I didn't know. She was like, 2 by 2, next to me, single file. Other kids are still jumping. She can't control them. There was one fat kid. He couldn't jump, so he just shook himself. Escalator. Escalator. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like I had gone in a time machine to a time when escalators were new, brand new and popular. So popular that people were taking pictures of the escalators using their iPhones. Chipiwa, technology, eh? Who even thinks of these things, eh? Can you imagine? Hey, we are in the future now, man. Mechanical moving stairs, huh? What are we going to see next? I don't even know. I wonder how it works, eh? Let me just check there. Siri, how does an escalator work? I don't know, eh? Okay, maybe I'm lying. They don't use Siri. Maybe I'm lying. They do have iPhones, though. Yeah. They just don't have Siri. Yes, there's no Siri because in Africa, Siri doesn't work. Yes. It doesn't work in Africa. It doesn't work in parts of South Africa as well. No, this is true. For those who don't know, Siri is a personal assistant that you get on an iPhone. It's like a little thing. You press a button on the phone, and then it talks to you, right? So the whole thing is that you can just talk to your phone. You just press the button and she goes, how can I help you? And then you'll be like, Siri, what's the weather like? And she'll be like, 23 degrees, partly cloudy. And you can ask her weird questions because she's got personality. You know? You can be like, Siri, who's your daddy? You are. You know? She's got that vibe to her. But she doesn't work in Africa. And in South Africa, they're still trying to fix a few things. Like her navigation is not great. Because she'll guide you around major areas, Sandton, Fourways, that stuff. You know, she'll be there, in 100 meters, turn right ahead. You know, she's cool. You know, and then you get to the outskirts, you know, places like maybe like Diepsloot, and she's not that comfortable anymore. Driving through like Soweto and stuff, and she's just quiet. And they're like, Siri, what's going on? What's wrong, Siri? I don't feel comfortable. Why, Siri? You were here last week. What happened? I got robbed. By who? By a BlackBerry. Just because one BlackBerry's bad doesn't mean they're all bad, Siri. Siri's fun. Oh, and you must also be careful. You must be careful. Gerard, if you got a very thick South African accent, must be careful because sometimes she won't understand you. So like if you watch a lot of rugby, then Siri's not for you. No, I saw this happen personally. I was in Menlyn, Pretoria. I'm in the shopping center, and there's a group of guys, and one of them has just bought a brand new iPhone, and he's showing off to his friends, you know, and they all gather around him. This guy's huge, and he's standing there, and he's just showing off. You can see he's the man. He's just like, yeah, no, save it, no, yeah. Sorry, never iPhone. So, brave it. Baby, sommige druk niet. Ja, sommige druk, ja, sommige praat. He's like, ja, maar wat die knop? Ja, knop is erbij. Ja, sommige praat met die dingen. Oh, Siri, ja, even, zo brave jullie, maar ik kan het. Hey, ja, sommige praat met die dingen. Zo schuttering, hierdie dingen. Zo schuttering, you know? He's just got that vibe, you know. I love it. I love listening to those Afrikaans guys. Have you heard them? Those Afrikaans guys, especially the big ones. They got that, you know. They got that thing, that rhythm. It's almost like they've got a motorbike in their chest when they speak. Have you heard it? It's like it's fantastic to listen to. So this guy's standing there with his friends and he's showing off, you know. He's like, yeah, zoveel nou. Sommige praat met die phone. Sommige praat met jou, is een nieuwe iPhone. Sommige praat met die phone. He's like, ja, kom maar, wijs daarop. Kom maar, wijs jou aan. He's like, oké, waar wie? Sommige wijs, oké. Hallo, Siri. Hello, Johan. Zie je, het is moet Johan, dat is sommige, ja, de Afrikaanse, dat is van Amerika dat is sommige, Siri, ja, oké, ja, zo. Kom, wees. Siri, I would like you to dial for a pizza place, please. Dialing Peter. No, cancel Siri, cancel. Ach, jammer man, dat is onze, ja, Peter pizza, zo, oké. No, Siri, I would like to eat a pizza. You want to eat Peter? No, Siri, come on, man. Why would I want to do that? I don't know. You tell me. Hey. Nee, dat is niet een morfie, man. Sus, cancel. Ach, ja, maar het is een glitch, die ding. Het is een glitch. Cancel. Stupid bitch. Dialing mom. And when I found out that Daniel Craig no longer wanted to be James Bond, I was heartbroken. Until I heard that at the top of the list, the potential replacement was a man by the name Idris Elba. And I lost my mind. You can hear the ladies, I mean, like, yeah. And that's what James Bond needs. A ladies' man and a man's man, and Idris has that. You know, he's strong. He's charming, you know, he's got that quiet thing, oh yeah, you know, Idris Elba, oh yeah, you know, Idris Elba, you know, oh yeah. You could just see him playing the dapper spot, and as soon as it was announced, everyone was excited until the comment section of the internet came in. Idris Elba, James Bond, and the comment section was like, actually, Idris Elba could not play James Bond. And we were like, why? They're like, because, Because of the shape of his head? What do you say? No, because what? Because he's black! James Bond cannot be played by a black man! And as soon as they said that, the internet exploded. Racism! And immediately that happened. I jumped in. I don't even know what it's about half of the time. I just jump in. You just hear racism and I rep my side. I'm just like, racism! You guys will explain it later. Racism! And I was in there and I was like, what the hell's going on? And they're like, James Bond cannot be played by Idris Elba because Idris Elba is a black man and James Bond is white. I was like, well, actually, James Bond is a fictional character and so we can be played by anyone because it is fiction. And they were like, well, when you think about it, James Bond was based on a real man who was white and so he should be played by a real white man. And I was like, well, that just doesn't make sense because if you think about it, Jesus was technically a black man, but he gets played by a white man. So I don't know what your point is, because that's never stopped me from receiving my blessings. I don't know what you're going on about. And they were like, you can't have it. I was like, racism, you can't have it, racism, you can't have it, racism! And then I went to Scotland. I realized that maybe, just maybe, I hadn't given the argument enough thought. Because I love Idris Elba. I want him to play Bond. But if you think about it, James Bond often operates in places like Scotland and the UK and Europe. Because that's where most supervillains choose to reside. I'm assuming it's for tax purposes. No matter how you feel about the issue, you have to admit it would be particularly difficult to be a spy when you are the only black person in town. Your very existence defies your purpose. I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm just saying that would be the toughest James Bond movie that was ever made. Can you imagine that scene? Idris Elba, James Bond, planting the C4, blowing up the bad guy's leg, jumping on a bike, riding into the town square in Edinburgh. The bad guy's right behind him. They pull out their guns and start shooting. The chase is on. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Pew! Ding-a-ling, ding, 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 ding. Idris Elba, James Bond, jumps off the bike, runs into a crowded town square. The bad guys are right behind him. He manages to shake them off, pops into a little alley, gets out on the other side, finds a crowded little marketplace, puts a scarf around his head, a fake beard, blends in with a group of monks walking by. The bad guys turn the corner. There it is! James Bond manages to shake them off, gets into another group of areas, pops out on the other side, finds a transportation hub, gets into a bus, the bus goes one way, gets into a tram, the tram goes the other way, the bad guys turn the corner. There it is! The movie will be 10 minutes long. It would end with James Bond panting in an alley. How did you find me? I was going out for lunch downtown Los Angeles with a friend of mine. My friend David, he's like, yo, Trev, you want to get something to eat? I said, what should we get? He's like, Mexican food, dude. Gotta get Mexican food. I'm like, I've never had Mexican. He's like, what? You never had Mexican food? I said, no, I don't have, because we don't have Mexicans in South Africa. They never came over. He's like, yo, dude, you gotta have tacos, man. You're missing out. You gotta have tacos. I was like, okay, let's go get tacos. I don't even know what these things are, you know? We go out. It's not even a restaurant. It's just a truck parked on the side of the road. A taco truck. You know this because there's a big sign above it going, tacos, tacos, tacos. So I'm standing in the line waiting. There's a lot of people. It's really popular. I finally get to the front of the line. The guy comes to the window in the truck. He's like, hey, you want tacos? So, well, it would be awkward if I didn't. You know, he's like, hey, I don't know, maybe you just want a Coke or something. I said, no, I wouldn't come here for a Coke. I came for tacos. Give me tacos. It's okay, how many tacos you want? I said, I don't know what they are, so just give me one. So we say, one taco. He's like, one taco, coming up. He goes and he prepares it, does his thing, comes back and he's like, hey, here's your taco, friend. I said, thank you. He's like, yeah, you want a napkin? I'm like, what? He's like, you want a napkin? And now on our side of the world, a napkin is that thing babies wear to hold their shit. So he was trying to say serviette, which is what everyone in the world says except America, serviette. So he goes, you want a napkin? I said, why the hell would I want a napkin? He says, hey man, for the mess afterwards. I said, for the mess? Is it that instant that I'm gonna need a napkin? He says, yo, you never know with tacos, man. 1 minute you think you got it, then it's coming out. I said, well, that's disgusting. I said, no, it's normal. Everybody does it here, man. It's part of the experience. I said, that's the problem with your country, my friend. Where I'm from, that is disgusting. I do not need a napkin. I'm a grown man. I can control myself. He said, hey, what you gonna do? I said, I'll just eat it in the car on the way home. Then I'm safe. He said, hey, then you make a mess in the car, man. Don't do it. Don't be a hero. Just take the napkin. I said, I'm not being a hero. I'm being a grown man. I don't need a napkin. If it gets really bad, I'll just squeeze it really, really tight. He says, yeah, that's the problem. Some people, they don't know. They squeeze it too tight. Then the juice comes spraying out even more, man.
It can spray all over you, on your pants and on your shirt. I'm like, on my shirt? How the hell does this shit get all the way up to my shirt? What is this thing bouncing on the ground and exploding up all over? What the hell? He's like, yo, you're wasting my time. You want the napkin or not? I said, I do not want your napkins. In fact, I don't even want tacos. I just came for a Coke. He's like, ah! Half of the world has immigrant problems. It's not really immigrant problems. It's the fear of something that is different. Because when people say they don't like immigrants, most of the time they're not referring to immigrants who look and sound like them. They're talking about immigrants who speak differently, who look different. You know, because an accent comes with a connotation. You think you know if someone is smart or stupid because of their accent. And yet the truth is an accent is not a measure of intelligence. It's just someone speaking your language with the rules of theirs. Accents have connotations. We cannot deny it. Look at the French. We all believe that the French are romantic. Why? Because of their accents. They've got that thing. I was thinking that maybe we could, how you say, afterwards, maybe we could try to, oh my God, he's so sexy, oh my God. Accents determine how we see people. Same thing happens with the Russians. The Russians, the most feared people on the planet. Why? Because of how they speak. I don't care who you are, you cannot deny that when a Russian speaks, you are not comfortable. As soon as they open their mouths, yeah, go to kill you, break you. I'll destroy your family. Even if they say nice things, it still sounds menacing and dangerous. Yeah, fluffy rabbits and teddy bears. Happy Valentine's Day. Sounds like a threat. You don't mess with the Russians. I don't care who you are, where you are in the world, you do not mess with the Russians because of that accent. All of us in the world are afraid of the Russians. They do that thing when they speak. It strikes fear into the hearts of men. And you see it every single day. Look at what happened at the Olympics. We found out that the Russians have been doping for the last 4 or 5 Olympics. Olympic Committee banned them, confidently as well, while they were in Zurich. We here at the Olympic Committee feel that Russians may no longer participate in the Olympic Games due to their doping practices. And they are now hereby uninvited from the Games in Rio and banned hitherto and into the future. Thank you very much. And the Russians were like, what did you say? Well, the truth is, you know, the Olympics is for everybody, yeah? You can come when you want. And I mean, you know, who am I to ban you? Yeah, this is for all of us. Okay, I see you in Rio. Okay, yeah, Wiedersehen, bye-bye. Everyone's afraid of the Russians. You see it when it comes to geopolitics. Look at what happened in the Ukraine. Russia took a piece of another country, annexed Crimea, no provocation, no reason. Out of nowhere, the Russians were just like, yeah, I like. And the whole world, what did we do? You don't mess with the Russians. Most frightening people in the world. You know how I know this? You know how I've learned? Because I've learned how to use the Russian accent for myself. I've learned how to harness that energy and use it for good. I'll share this with you, I don't mind. I'm not particularly comfortable in the house at night by myself. What I'm trying to say is I'm afraid of the dark. And I know it's stupid to be afraid of the dark, right? Because there's nothing there, 9 times out of 10. But what happens is I'll be sleeping, and in the middle of the night I'll be woken up by the need to pee. And whenever that happens, I'm always faced with the eternal dilemma. When I go to the bathroom, do I turn the lights on and lose my sleep? Or do I leave the lights off and shit myself? I never know which one to go with. But what I started doing now is I leave the lights off. And when I go to the bathroom, I just speak to myself in a Russian accent. And it sounds crazy, but I feel safe. I feel like I'm the most dangerous thing in the night. You'll find me at 3 a.m. barefoot walking to the toilet like, yes, big boy, go to make a pee-pee. No trouble over here, it's potty time. I feel safe. I feel like even if there's a monster under the bed, it'll be like, is that a Russian? There's just something about that Russian accent. It made me realize, ladies, every single one of you in this audience needs to learn a Russian accent. Because you read stories all the time. I talk to my female friends all the time, my family members. And women are constantly under assault. Women are living a life of being vulnerable, walking through the streets, men catcalling, in the office place, people groping, feeling like they have ownership of the female form. And I know, ladies, we can't solve this tomorrow, but if you learned a Russian accent, half of those problems would disappear. Yeah, the next time you're in a compromising position, you're at a bar, waiting for your drink. That creepy guy comes up and starts grinding on you from behind. Hey, how are you? Hey, you want to dance? No, I'm fine, thank you. I'm just getting a drink, thank you. I don't want to. Come on, dance with me, girl, come on. No, I'm fine. I don't want to dance, thank you. I'm waiting for my friends. I'm good. Come on, I know you want me. Woo, you know I want you. Come on, I know you want me. You know, I don't want to dance with you, please. Hey, you don't gotta be such a bitch. You know, whenever that happens, ladies, don't be afraid, don't stress. Just whip out your Russian and kill it dead. As soon as he says that, as soon as he's like, don't be such a bitch, just be like, you want to see bitch? Done. Sober up and walk away. Use it for anything, ladies. Anything. At work, in the streets. Use it at home. Doesn't have to be life or death. Could be a mild annoyance. Yeah. Next time you're in bed, you're trying to get to sleep, but you can't. Because there's this horny little rabbit behind you. Dry humping your back. You know the nights I'm talking about. Everyone in this room knows the nights I'm talking about. Ladies, you're dog tired, you just want to fall asleep, and he's there behind you. Baby. 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 What? Are you sleeping? Yeah, I'm trying. What do you want? I want you, baby. I've wanted you all night. Oh, I want you so bad. You look so good right now in that nightgown and your curlers, girl. I just want you so bad right now. Oh, baby, thank you for thinking I'm beautiful, even though I'm in my curlers. But please, can we talk about this tomorrow? I'm so tired, baby. Aren't you tired? I'm never tired for you, girl. I want you right now. Oh, baby, please, let's do this tomorrow, please. I'm so tired. I just want to sleep. It's fine. You can sleep. I don't mind. No, I'm not gonna. Yo, for real, ladies, can I just say, men are creeps. On behalf of all men, I apologize because we are disgusting creeps, every single one of us. No, I'm not gonna sleep. What's wrong with you? What are you talking about? What do you mean, what's wrong with me? I just want you. Is that so bad? No, baby, I'm just tired. Yeah, but you said when we left the show, you were like, oh, that was fun, we had a good time. And then we were driving home, and then you were like, oh, I can't wait to get you back. Yeah, I know I said that, and I did. I wanted to, but then I got into bed. I didn't even realize how tired I was, baby. Please, I promise you, I'm not. Oh, you do this to me all the time. What am I supposed to do now, huh? What am I supposed to do? Look at me now. Do you know how hard it is to have blue balls? Do you know how painful this is, huh? What am I supposed to do now with this? And you know, ladies, I love how guys talk about an erection like it's something we bought at the store and we can't return. And they say, what am I supposed to do with this, huh? What am I supposed to do with this? I've opened it, I can't take it back, huh? What am I supposed to do with this? Whenever that happens, ladies, you aren't fighting the man, you're fighting his horniness. It's gonna turn into a fight that's gonna spoil your week, maybe your month. Don't let it happen. Just get your Russian out and kill it dead. As soon as he starts losing it, you're doing this all the time, you reject me, I just want you, and just be like, okay. Show me what penis can do, let's go. Make action, lover boy. Done. Problem solved. Even the penis will be like, you know what? You're right. I told him, but he wouldn't listen to me. I don't even know how we got to this point, to be honest, because you see what had happened was he called me and he was like, come out, there's a party. And then I came out and I was like, you're sleeping? He's like, oh no, don't worry, I'll wake up. Then I was like, don't wake up, because you know me, I don't wake you up. I'm here like 5 times a night. I've never woken you up. I don't know why he woke you up. I'm gonna be chilling. In fact, I had some stuff to do, so you should go back to bed because I respect you. In fact, I had some paperwork that I'm gonna be handling in my office, so if you need me, you know where to find me. But he shouldn't have done it in the first place. I just wanna apologize for that because I don't think you should ever have to be in a situation where a man is pressuring you. John! Kill it dead, ladies. All you need is that Russian accent. The most dangerous accent in the world. And yet, strangely enough, I found the Russian language does not make me fear at all. Strangest discovery I made. The Russian accent makes me fear. The Russian language does not. Because a language is something someone else speaks. An accent is me interpreting how they're using mine. It's a completely different thing. I was walking through the streets one day, there was a man on the phone, a Russian guy, speaking to someone in English. Sounded like he was setting up a drug deal. And then he switched into Russian, and it was the strangest thing that happened in my brain. He was walking, and he was like, yeah, Vlad, the guys go to bed, okay, at 3 o'clock. Yeah, you go to tell me when you get the package. Afterwards, I go to let you know what's happening. No, Vlad, no, listen, Vlad. Нет, Влад, давай дальше ракетчина. Нет? Вы точно отверяете. Нет, вот сейчас CP нот. Нет, который ведет. Фиамат рабочий ведет. Нет. Подожди, спасибо. Да. It was the weirdest thing in my head. In my head, he instantly went from international criminal to immigrant. Instantly. I wasn't afraid anymore. It was the strangest thing. He was just a normal person in my mind because Russian doesn't frighten me. If anything, Russian just sounds like a DJ is scratching on a turntable. That's all I hear when I hear Russian. It sounds like a DJ took a turntable and is scratching English like, yeah, Vlad, the guys go to bed, okay, 3 o'clock, okay? Yeah, you got to let me know when you get the package. Afterwards, the guys got to call me, okay? Yeah, don't worry about that. I'll let you know what's happening. No, Vlad. No, listen, Vlad. Видначкет дырочков кекесн житвот и ждерки вот на пчевот партижника будет нет ты боржеда боржета пат на чекевот живот снарчевот кепоч на пет эбе